Hey, what's up, guys? So yes, I am here with the reviews of the latest 3 episodes of the DC's Legends Heroes of Tomorrow, which is the pilot part 2, Blood Ties, and White Knights. So yes, guys, I'm going to talk about the pilot part 2 first, and then I'm going to talk about Blood Ties, and then White Knights last. So, yes, I should have reviewed the pilot part 2 with pilot part 1. It would have made it so much easier, because, pretty much picked up right where the pilot 1 left off, and I'd say the biggest, huge, significant thing that happened in the pilot part 1, well, part 2, was that Carter died. Carter was killed after the team took off to go and attack Vandal Savage because they went to go and find the only knife that could kill him, because they discovered that the knife that Vandal Savage killed Carter and what's her name? Hawk Girl. So Hawkman, Hawk Girl, in the when he first killed them, is belongs to them too. And she's the only one that can kill him with that dagger, but he now has it in his possession. So, and it's broke. So, there's a lot of things going on. And at the end of the episode, he kills Carter. He injures Hawk Girl. And so the episode does deal with some character stuff, but it mainly deals with them going to attack Vandal Savage and failing yet again, and having that push, because this was the big one. I'd say this is the biggest push for the team, because they actually lose a member of their own, which is Carter. So they get pushed forward and they have to deal with him dying, especially Hawk Girl, because that is her only connection to her past, really, and she fell in love with him by the time that kind of went around. And so it's very interesting to see those two characters come together, and then be torn apart so quickly. But it kind of worked a little bit easier because they were introduced in the Flash, and then they had an episode in the Arrow. So there was still that in there. But I really did like this episode because it was really interesting, and it really did give a good kick and a good push to what the rest of the season had to do to defeat Vandal Savage, and it's very interesting. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's been going on, the strange noises and everything. I don't know what it is, but it probably should be. It'll be gone here soon, I believe. So, moving on to Blood Ties. Now, Blood Ties is a very, very interesting episode, and I really did like to see kind of the character development in this one, because we get to find out a little bit more about White Canary and then Rip Hunter, because we find out more about their past, especially what White Canary went through in the previous, before, when she was resurrected back to life. It was really cool to see that, and it really brought some good character and dimension to her, and it was very interesting. And I really did love this episode, and I felt like that's also what White Knights did, is it brought character and dimension to her and the other characters as well, because they're really focusing on the characters, and they're really focusing on their faults and what they're afraid to do, and all of their arrogance and everything like that, especially like Martin Stein, Ray Palmer, Hawk Girl, Captain Cold, trying to save his father, from abusing his family after he gets arrested. But it's very interesting to see kind of him try to save his father from the time travel thing, trying to save him, from beating his family up after being arrested for stealing a diamond. And it's very cool to kind of see that happen, because it didn't pay off, and everything like I mentioned in my Flash review, you throw a pebble in the water, the stream will find a new route and go around it, and we'll meet up again in the end. So it was interesting to see that sort of thing, sort of that dynamic happen. I really did like it. Moving on to, and so I would definitely give those first 2 episodes. I'd give the pilot part 2 a 4.5 out of 5. Well, no, a 4 out of 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5 winks, and I'd give Blood Ties 5 out of 5 winks, because they did an awesome job with character development. I really did like that. And then excellent story, and I really did like dwelling into that Rip Hunter, and in the White Knights, we see that Rip Hunter has tried to kill Vandal Savage before, and I really did like dwelling into his past a little bit more in these 2 episodes, and it was very interesting and very cool to see. So moving on to White Knights. this is the episode where we finally got to see, you know, the team do something different, a little bit different, I'd say, in my opinion. Not really, but I don't know. They did kind of something different. They were trying to, you know, just they were trying to do so many things at so many times that it didn't really work out, and it collapsed on itself because they were trying to stop Vandal Savage's plan. You know, but it didn't work out in the end because they lost half the team. So now half the team is with Savage and half the team is on, you know, with, you know, Rip Hunter and everything. And it's really cool to see. It was really interesting to see Captain Cold have that confrontation with Rip Hunter at the end of the episode, because he lost, because his partner, his one and only partner, is taken hostage by, you know, the big guy, you know, the big guy. And so it's definitely interesting to see. And, you know, the reason why the team got captured, half the team got captured, is because Martin Stein decided that he wanted to go and stop the nuclear fusion, because Vandal Savage is trying to create a whole bunch of firestorms. So half the team goes, you know, Captain Cold, Ray Palmer, and Martin Stein go, and Heatwave go to get this nuclear reactor, nuclear core under control, and get it in, you know, Martin Stein's body, so then he can control it and absorb it, and so then Vandal Savage will never have that power. But in the end, it does not work, because Ray Palmer, you know, saves Captain Cold instead of letting, you know, instead of letting Martin Stein actually get the whole nuclear core absorbed. And it really sets up what tomorrow's episode's going to be. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what will happen, what kind of interrogation will be going on, because I assume that's what's going to be happening. And it's going to be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to see Hawk Girl and White Canary's training, how that has paid off, and how they are going to, save the rest of the team. So it'll be interesting to see that. It's going to be interesting to see Vandal Savage have to, do whatever tactics it takes to figure out what these guys are up to, and I'd be really interested in seeing what will happen next. So yeah, guys, that's about it. I would definitely give the White Knights episode 5 out of 5 as well. It was a very fun episode, very character driven, like I said before, and I've really been liking this series so far. It's been really good. I'd say my least favorite character is Heatwave so far. I'm not a big fan of him. I wish they wouldn't have brought him along. Captain Cold, I was kind of just nah, but now I'm kind of warming up to him. Haha, pun there. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow with the Star Wars Rebels reviews and the new DC's Legends Heroes of Tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that's it. J-Wink winking out.